it's me, Kelsey Marie, and I am back today with another tutorial to teach you how to edit your brand new Canva templates. I want to put a little disclaimer out there that I am combining a few different templates today in this tutorial. I'm going to be going over or using the mega bundle that I have offered on my site, and so some of these templates might not actually apply to the package that you bought. For example, if you got the wavy Reels covers or the sassy Reels covers or even the Reels covers for stories, but they will be included in this demonstration. I just felt like the mega bundle would be the easiest thing to go over and explain all of it. Now, with that said, you're going to purchase the templates from the site, and then you will straight away get an email that has this PDF document linked in it. You'll open it up and you see this big yellow button. You're going to click the download here button, and then be sure to read through the instructions. I've actually had someone come and ask a question recently, and I was like, did you read the instructions? Because it was listed like right there. So anyway, I know it's a lot to read, but you'll be thankful that you did. So with that said, I'm going to have this demonstration video linked right here in the PDF. And yeah, so once you click that yellow button, it's going to open up a brand new window that has your template in it. And as always, the very first thing that you should do is click File, Make a Copy. And I've said this before in other videos, but doing that is going to allow you to be able to revert back to the original if for some reason you make a mistake that you can't undo, or if like you want to have a separate copy. And yeah, so once you have your copy, we're going to pretend that I actually made a copy because I've already done it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come in and look at the templates that you downloaded so you can see what you're working with. And like I said, you might not have bought the mega bundle, and so therefore some of these might not apply to you. But if you did, this is definitely the mega bundle. You get all of this. If you bought just the story covers, you'll be getting these pages here. The Sassy Reels pack would be these, and the wavy cover photos would be these. So the mega bundle includes all three bundles together for extra savings. But the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start to customize them so that they look more like your brand and not mine. And one very easy way that you can do that is you can come over and click the Styles tab here on the left. And you should have, if you have a Canva Pro account, you'll have your brand colors and your brand fonts loaded up into your brand kit, like I have, you can see here. Or, you know, other, I have my friend's brands saved in here as well. If you don't have Canva Pro, you should still have access to these other styles that are trending here. You can scroll down and there's even more. But I definitely recommend you start putting some thought into what you would like to brand yourself as, what color palette you like, what different fonts you like, and those types of things. That way, as people are scrolling their social media feed, they're going to begin to recognize, oh, that's so-and-so's post because it has your colors on it and it has your fonts, and they'll be able to recognize your own brand. So that said, if you do click on the Styles tab and you click on the Shuffle button, it's going to come up with some wild combinations, and you can just keep clicking those until you find a combination that you like. I actually kind of like this one. It's not so bad. But the thing is, if it's only going to apply to one page at a time. And if you click apply to all pages, it's going to look very similar to this and you won't get much variety. So what I suggest is if you're going to do the random shuffle with styles, you would just scroll down to the next one and you would also click shuffle, and it's going to start off where it left off, and you can keep just kind of mixing it up and shuffling it until you get something that you like. I have a lot of colors in my palette, so it's going to give several different options, but I don't really like the way this looks. So I'm going to undo, and I'm going to show you what I recommend you do to customize. So instead of going over to the Styles tab and clicking on the Shuffle button, I recommend that you come in here, you click on one element, let's say this background wavy thing, and I'm going to use my friend Crunchy Supermom's palette because she's got different colors than me, and I'll be able to customize it for her. So I'm going to click on the Elements tab, click on this color button up here, and it's going to pull up my brand kit, which I have her palette saved. So yeah, I have the dark pink selected, and this is actually really important because every brand should have one light color, one dark color, and at least 3 different accent colors. So if your brand doesn't have that, maybe consider adding some more colors to your palette, and keep that in mind when you're customizing these templates. So if I click on the dark pink element, I'm probably going to click on one of her darker colors here. So she has like a light purple and a dark purple. She's got a light blue, dark blue, same thing for the green. So if I want to customize it, I'm probably going to go with purple because it's similar to like pink, and I'm going to click this change all button right there. And it still kind of looks funny because I'm not done yet, but you'll see what I mean. And once I click that change to all button, every single place in this project where I had dark pink, it went ahead and changed it to her dark purple. And that's why I recommend you kind of keep it in mind. Well, except for the text. You do have to go in and change the text after you're done with elements. But I do want you to kind of keep that in mind, like I said. So I'm going to change the light pink now to the light purple. And again, I'm going to click change all, and I'll show you what that did to the project. You see how every single place where the light pink was, it replaced it with the light purple. Okay, that looks good so far. And we're going to go back. And now it gets a little bit trickier. So I'm going to change this yellow color to maybe the green. And I have another element here. I'm going to change all and see how that looks. It might look great on some and not so great on others, and that's okay. You can always go in and individually change like a slide if it doesn't quite look right. But so far, looking so good. It didn't change the background on these because those are actually photos. These are not elements. And so you will have to keep that in mind if you bought the Reels story covers. You'll just basically delete that photo and place whatever you want in there. Okay, so far so good. And her text colors in her palette are usually white. Sometimes she'll use like a dark gray, like maybe she would put a dark gray there. But I would not recommend changing all of the white to gray. So like that trick where we do change all, I would not recommend that here because it's going to change every single thing that's white in the project. It's going to make it gray. So that would be something to like individually go through and change one by one if you wanted to do that. I don't want to do that. But next I want to recommend scrolling down to the next page that has colors that you need to change. Okay, so I'm going to click the light blue, and I can go one of two ways. I can either make it her light blue, or I can do the light green. And I think I'm going to do light blue. And I would click change all. See how that looks. Now see, this is one where it doesn't work. So I would click on this page and come in and individually either change this light purple to her darker blue. That way it works for that one. Or we could have gone the opposite way. So I could have left this light purple and made this another color, and it would have worked either way. But you just want to kind of check and make sure that as you go, you know, things are flowing well. They're not clashing and those types of things. All right, and go back to the turquoise one that we were editing. And then I'm going to change the dark turquoise to her dark blue, and I'm going to click change all. Let's see where that got us. Yeah, so it's really starting to look more and more like her brand instead of mine with just a few clicks of a button. Now see, this one over here does not look very good with the purple and green, so I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to go in and manually change that. I can make this purple either her light green, and that looks so much better, or I could have gone the other way. I could have made, well, no, because these are light purple. I mean, the light purple's here, so I wouldn't have wanted to go the other way. But yeah, so that was just, it's one little change that you can make on these elements. And I think we have a pretty good basis here for her brand palette. All right, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to change the colors of the fonts. So what I would recommend is scrolling down here to the Reels story cover photos, and you can click on this right here and select the colored font that's in the background, and you see the color of that font here is yellow. So what I would do is I would come in and I would change the yellow to, like, I don't know, a green or something, and then hit change all. And now anywhere where there was yellow font is going to have been changed. I'm looking for the numbers. I had some, oh yeah, here we go. So this used to be yellow, and this word right here was yellow, but now it's green. And so, yeah, you have to, after you change the colors of the elements, you have to go in and change the color of the text. So again, we're going to come in and change this color. Let's see, light blue should be light blue. I guess that was the only light blue text in the whole project because it didn't give me the change all button as an option. We're going to change the dark blue to dark blue. Again, hit change all. See what I'm talking about? These are just pictures. You would have to delete this picture and then add whatever photo you want to be in the side of this little phone thing. Yep. So now we have light pink font, and we're going to change that to light purple. Looks like that was the only one as well. It didn't give me the change all. And we'll change this dark pink to dark purple and hit the change all button again. All right, so that should be it on the fonts, but we're going to double check by looking at the whole project. Yep, I don't see any other colored text that doesn't match her brand colors. Yeah, so it's literally customized to her brand in a matter of like 20 clicks maybe. And I probably could have done it in fewer had I not like zoomed in and out of the project so much. So yeah, this is, obviously she would have to change out her own picture so that it's not me. But the Reels covers are customized with her brand palette. And then next she would want to come in and click on the text boxes and either do the shuffle thing with the brand kit right here, or click it and choose her font manually. And she would do that for every page that she wants to customize. The next thing I want to make sure that you know is before you post, either come in here and duplicate the page, which I don't know, that seems like a lot of duplicating because there's like 50 pages in here. But you can come in and delete the dashed lines. You do not want to post it with the dashed lines because those are going to show up. The purpose of those lines is just to show you what is going to be visible on your feed. So this little square that's inside of the dashed lines is a 180 by 180 feed post square. So like if you were looking at the reel on my grid, you wouldn't see all of this. That would be hidden. you would only see what's inside of the square. But when you go to my Reels tab, you're going to see the whole thing. So you definitely want to delete these dashed lines before you actually post. They are a good guideline though. That way, like if you end up moving stuff around, because I don't recommend you move stuff around, but if you are going to move stuff around, or if you like change the font to something that's your brand instead of mine, then you don't want it overlapping like this, because if once you post it, they're not going to be able to see your title from your feed. So that's something to keep in mind as well. What else? Let's see. So we've got the colors customized. You would customize the text. Oh yeah, next thing is you're going to add your handle. And you can do that by double clicking. I'm going to type Crunchy Supermom, and I can do that manually on every single page, or I can just click once. I can copy. You can right click and copy if you're on a PC, or just Command C on a Mac, and go to the next one, delete and paste, and that will save you a lot of time on typing. But you want to put your handle into all of these, so you can go page by page and do that. And then once you're finished doing that, customizing them, the next thing that you would want to do is customize the titles of your reels. Obviously, you don't have to do this right now. Like, you could wait until you're ready to post a reel. That way you know what you're going to be posting about. But you definitely want to go in and you would want to change what the title of your reel is here, or in here. And you would want to change out the stock photos that I have here. So real quick, I'll show you. Let's see this one. So this is just a stock photo. I'm going to go to my uploads. I think I have an upload of the Crunchy Supermom. Let me see if I can find it. Wow, I have more photos than I thought I did. I need to come and clean this up. Yeah, so here's the Crunchy Supermom. And because I have a Canva Pro account, all I have to do is click on Effects, click Background Remover, and it's one-click editing where it's going to remove the entire background while I wait. There we go. So all I would do is move the Crunchy Supermom in here. I would kind of line up her head with the top of the stock photo woman's head, and then I would position her to where she's behind. Well, my computer's, there it goes. It wasn't wanting to catch up. And then I would just delete the stock photo. And within a couple clicks, I was able to change out that photo by removing the background and replacing. And then let's see, let me show you how to do some of these others that have like a frame instead. Here we go. So on, let's say this one, instead of I can remove the background, or I can just drag and drop. Nope, I can't. I thought I had a frame on this. I will fix that. Let me see. This one has a frame. So I would just drag and drop it in without having to remove the background. Either way, one's not wrong, but I will definitely fix that so that there's a frame. I think I didn't do it because I wanted some overlap with her hands, but then I ended up just making her smaller. So anyway, if you have questions about that, just reach out and I'm happy to help. But yeah, I think that covers everything. This is another just drag and drop, drag and drop. Same here, just drag and drop. With these stories covers, you can go about it, one of two ways. I'm going to show you. So You can save your Reels cover, like what you're planning to use. Obviously, this doesn't match anymore. Before I changed it, it was pink, so you couldn't tell that it was like a picture on top. It looked like this, so you couldn't tell that that was just an image, but because I changed it to Sarah's brand, you can definitely tell. So you would just save your Reels cover and then upload it to Canva, add it. So let's say this was one of them. You just add it into the project and you resize so that the width of it takes up the full space of the phone without overlapping. And you can zoom in to like 200% and see that it's pretty close. But you don't want it to where you have it so big like it's overlapping on the side of the phone, because whenever you post it, they're going to be able to tell that that's a photo that you laid on top of it. So that's one way to do it. Another way would be to delete what I have in here, the photo, and then again, upload your photo using the Uploads tab, upload media, add your picture, effects, remove the background if you have Canva Pro, which I totally recommend. It's been such a lifesaver for me. And then you would just zoom in, come down here. Oop. It's wanting to, I need to use my keyboard arrows to nudge it so that it doesn't go into the frame, or hold down the command button so that it doesn't try to get into the frame. This is not a very ideal picture to do this with because obviously her pants are overlapping. But I could click crop and move it in so that her jacket is cropped as well as her pants leg. Let's see if that worked. No, it didn't work on the pants leg. But for a photo that I have in here, it might work. Look, here's one. I would just come in and make sure that I'm within the boundaries of the phone, and I'll place me behind my friend. That way I can move it down, and there you go. So you can do it either way. You can upload your square image like I showed you a minute ago and resize it so that it's inside of the phone frame, or upload your own cutout, remove the background, and then just place it inside the phone. Either way works. There's no wrong way. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Just as this quick recap, you're going to want to file, make a copy, change the colors of the template so that it matches your brand, change the fonts, add your handle, remove the black dotted lines, and then change out the stock photos, and again change the title. So within just a few little changes, you can have over 50 pages ready to go whenever you're ready to post a reel. Now, the thing about the Reels story covers, now this is going to be used, let's say you go in and you post a reel, you use one of these reel cover photos, as you'll see when you're uploading it, it says choose a cover from camera roll. That's the option you would select, and you make that the cover of your reel. Then once your reel is posted, you are going to want to share that reel to your story. But you want to cover it up on your story because you want people to be incentivized to actually click on your reel and go watch it on your page. Because if you're not sending them to your actual reel and you're just showing them what your reel is while they're in your story, there's no reason for them to click on it. There's no reason for them to actually go to it. And if you actually send them there, they're more likely to like it, comment, give it some engagement, and that way the algorithm's going to send it out to more people. So you definitely don't want to just share it and like leave it because then you'll be robbed of some of that engagement that you would have gotten had you covered it up and told them to click here. So what I do, I'll come in and I'll change it. I'll make the title match the title of my reel, and I will share my reel to my story. I will blow it up and make it as big as it will go on my story. And then I will click on the little sticky note with the face option, the little button at the top of my story, and I will click on the sticker from camera roll option, and I will have this loaded up and ready to go. I'll just place it on top of my reel so that it covers, and I will add a little GIF that says new reel and something that says like click here, and I'll put it towards the middle. That way they're not going to click on the sides and go to the next story. But I have seen great success with that. People actually who are watching stories, they'll see, oh, she uploaded a new reel. I can't see what it is, so let me click here, and they'll actually go to the reel, they'll watch it, and they're more likely to comment and like on it. Let me know if that part's a little bit confusing for you. I'm happy to clarify with another type of video actually showing how to do that. And yeah, I did see while I was explaining that these elements here, you might want to change that out. So my logo has a rainbow in it, and that's why I have this here. I made sure not to put it below this dotted line, that way it's not visible on the feed, but your brand might not have a rainbow in it, so you could easily just delete it and add, so like the Crunchy Supermom, her little fun logo is a superhero with a little cape, and she could very easily place that right here in the middle and delete the rainbow that I have, and therefore it's not visible in the feed, but if someone's looking at her Reels tab, they would see it, and that's like her logo, so it's more brand recognition. But yeah, I think that covers everything. Like I said, I know it's a lot to digest. Feel free to go back and rewatch parts if you need to, and just reach out if you have questions about something that maybe I went over too fast or wasn't quite clear about, and I'm happy to help. Just let me know. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.